This intellectual crossing of the Iron Curtain is also, I find, basically original. I think really does shed light in new ways on the way in which we understand sort of East-West relations. Too often in the past, and perhaps we run a certain risk of doing this again, defined in military terms as unconnected, but it's wonderful to hear of these interconnections.
There was these deep-seated grievances from deindustrialization in critical regions, the old industrial heartland of the United States. Massachusetts kind of recovered somewhat, but lots of other parts of the country, and even parts of Massachusetts, didn't either. But Pennsylvania, Ohio, Michigan, the kind of the Appalachia, coal counties and states, all of these places that once had been the hub of all kinds of activity had themselves gone through a kind of rapid period of deindustrialization in the 80s and 90s and into the 2000s. The effects of the global financial crisis of 2008, 2009 were felt most acutely there, not just on Wall Street or, anywhere else in the United States. But it's that whole way in which the kind of feelings of being left behind and left out of the political system come on top of the socioeconomic dislocation and huge swathes of the country feeling kind of left out of whatever the rest of the country is doing or however the rest of the country is developing, that feed into political polarization, also ultimate partisan infighting. I found myself in that kind of spotlight, that a lot of women, minorities, people with disabilities, people are just different, from what people expect them to be, that they get targeted. Countries choose to join NATO, and we're seeing this in real time with Sweden and Finland. It's not that the United States or, any Stoltenberg is going out and saying, you must come into NATO. It's a democratic process based by an assessment of events. Putin was never as powerful as he was on February 23rd, before he basically sent in the boys into Ukraine. And he won't get that back again.